Guys, I'm a fish guy. Hope you like the lights. I'll be doing a video on the Channel Catfish. Now, after I went to the Beardsley Zoo, these guys are really cool. Saw them in a pond. A lot of people really liked them after they saw them in the pond. Really liked how big they were, everything like that. So I'm going to do a quick informational video on these guys. But the thing I want you to keep in mind is they do best in a pond, or a huge, basically basement pond. These guys get about 48 inches, that's 4 feet, that's huge. That means they get as long as this 55-gallon tank. That's 4 feet. You can do the math. It's really ridiculously huge. Not sure why they're really kept in a hobby, but they are, and they eat quite a bit. So if you want to do one of these guys, do it in a pond. These guys eat usually live food. Anything smaller than them, they'll chew on it or just swallow it whole. You can do frozen, silver sides or any large meaty fish. You can go to a bait shop and get the fish from there, minnows, silver sides, anything like that. But these guys do eat quite a bit. You're going to be feeding them pretty much probably like half a flat pack per feeding once they get the 48 inches. These guys look cute and cuddly. They're usually sold about 4 inches in a pet store for about $3.99 to $6.99 depending on the size, and if you get the albino or blue. So they do come in 2 different colors. There might be multiple more out there, but the 2 that are most readily available in the hobby are the blue and the albinos. The albinos are really cool. From the pond that you can see in one of my last videos, that's what was in there. I like the blue channel cats. They're a little bit prettier and a little bit better to look at. Now, because these guys are such a large fish, you want a lot of good filtration. You want a covered tank, just like a lot of the other catfish, because these guys jump. And even if not, they're going to smash into your tank top if they're big and either break it, knock it in, a whole bunch of bad stuff. So you want a big tank, a lot of filtration, a lot of good filtration. You're going to need a lot of water changes on these guys. You're going to need a lot of hiding spots, a lot of driftwood, rock, slate rock, bogwood, anything like that that they can kind of hide under and stay away from everything until they need to come out at night. That's usually when they eat the most and most active, just because they're slightly nocturnal. And also with these guys, like I said, the size is just crazy, so you want to get a lot of big decorations. For water chemistry, they're really not picky. Anywhere from 48 to 82 degrees Fahrenheit, they'll kind of take on, no problem. I mean, nothing drastic, of course. Same thing with pH. Hardness of the water, they really don't care. They'll pretty much live in anything. They've even been introduced into the wild and flourish anytime that they're introduced in the wild with no problems with water chemistry whatsoever. So that can be kind of an issue. We're breeding these guys if you really want to do it. It's real challenging. I don't know the specifics on sexing them. You could probably look that up. But they are an egg guarding fish. They usually kind of deposit them in a depression in the gravel that they hollow out, or a piece of bogwood or slate rock. They'll lay the eggs, guard them, and sometimes they'll even kind of guard them up to a couple days old for the fry. But to achieve that, like I said, you need a pond to actually do that. I'm actually looking at doing one maybe in my pond right now. It's a 600-gallon pond, but I'll need to get them ASAP, grill them out to a little decent of a size, and hope to goodness God that the heron don't get them. Because that would be one reason why I picked the blue, just because they don't stick out as much as some of the other goldfish and the albino channel cat. That way the heron and any other hawks or anything like that can't pick them off in my pond, so you do want to keep that in mind as well. So again, the channel catfish gets huge, 4 feet. You want to put them in a pond. They eat large live food, bulky food, chunky food, silver sides, bait food, pretty much anything like that. It just needs to be big and meaty for them to chew it. Anything that sinks down to the bottom of the tank at night that goes to sleep or just rest, that can fit in their mouth, it will go in their mouth. They'll eat it, no problem. And these guys do get big really quick, so they can go with cichlids for the time being, but if you want to do them in a pond, you're going to have to do them in a pond eventually. But they do well with cichlids to begin with. They can hold their own against them, kind of stay out of the way of everybody. So any questions, comments, concerns on the blue or albino channel catfish, please post it down below. If you have one and how big it is, post it down below. I love seeing everybody's different fish and how big they are. So please comment below. Like this video, share it, subscribe to the channel. Thank you for watching.